tail of the tape for the next fight. Phil Swifty Gregory, he's up against Adam Watt. As we go up in weight, 85.9 kilos. What can you tell us about Phil Swifty Gregory?
Well, as we just heard, he's the former Cruiserweight champion of Australia. Very tricky guy, good fight, he's on his comeback.
Adam Watt there, he's got a greater reach, and he is, of course, the former world kickboxing champion. What sort of skills can he take from that into this fight?
Well, he's obviously he's improved a lot since he's changed from kickboxing to boxing. He's improved a lot in his hands, and you know, he's very quick. He's a very good boxer now.
Great start to the night there for Peter Matreski, stopping Craig Williams at the end of the first. This fight should go a little longer. I think these two boxers have fought before. We're in for a great fight here.
And as his nickname suggests, Phil Swifty Gregory. He's a tricky guy. He does some funny things in the ring, but it always puts your opponent off if you can do some quirky things that aren't in the ordinary.
Fair to say Adam Watt goes into this fight as favourite, Troy?
I would say so. They've fought once before, and Adam Watt did win by first round TKO, but you know, that's boxing. I mean, he got caught with a lucky shot, and that was the end of the fight. But I think we're looking for a lot more competitive fight this time around.
As we see both fighters just sizing each other up. Troy, when you start off a fight, a professional fight like this, what are you looking for in that first round? Are you looking for a weakness? Are you looking for your opponent's strengths and weaknesses?
Well, you're not so much looking for a weakness. I mean, you're just sizing each other up. You don't want to get too carried away too early. You just take your time and try and feel your opponent out and, you know, see where the openings come.
Adam Watt, of course, was that long reach. Very hard to get in underneath his reach and land a shot on him. He's there just sizing up Gregory.
They're just feeling each other out at the moment. They're not too willing to exchange blows.
Sorry, Troy. Good crowd in here at the basketball stadium. Promoter Vlad Wharton be very happy to see every seat filled. As Watt there lands a nice right hand.
They're both just working with that left hand, just trying to find their range at the moment.
What do you think Adam Watt's main strengths are, Troy? Do you think he can knock him out in this sort of fight?
Well, I think he can. He's got good power, Adam Watt. He's very quick. He's got nice boxing skills as he's been improving.
Nice right.
There's a nice right hand there. Partially blocked by Phil Gregory's left arm, though. But as I was saying, yeah, he's improved a heck of a lot on his boxing technique. So, you know, Adam Watt's got a long way to go in the sport. He's looking very good.
How hard is it to make the transition from a different discipline like kickboxing to just straight out boxing?
Well, kickboxing's more with your feet, but you are still using your hands. I'm sure for Adam to have actually changed over, it's probably been a little bit strange for him, but once he's got used to using his hands a little bit more, I'm sure it's becoming a little bit easier for him.
Both fighters landing blows there. Oh, what comes in? Three nice punches.
Yeah, doubles up with that left hand to the head and to the body.
A nice combination there as well. Gregory comes back. Watt pushes him back with a nice right. Mentioned Adam Watt's kickboxing ability, of course, before, and he is, in fact, a 5-time world kickboxing champion.
Well, that just goes to show the credentials the guy's got. I mean, that's certainly got to carry over into his boxing.
Body.
Manly boy looks like he enjoys the beaches, trained by Mark Pitts down at Manly.
Well, he's tanned up there, and Mark Pitts is a very good trainer. He's got another good boxer by the name of Arnel Baratilio.
End of the first round there. Pretty even round. Watt perhaps getting the edge there. He probably threw more punches in that round.
Well, that's for sure. I think Adam Watt's round for sure.
In this sport, Troy, of course, Troy, we see some amazing managers like Don King. It's quite interesting to see Adam Watt is, in fact, manages himself.
Yeah, which is actually quite strange because, I mean, not only does he have to train himself, but he has to also manage himself. So, I mean, he's taking on two roles there, which can be quite difficult.
As you can see there, big crowd in here at the basketball stadium. Every seat filled. And it is a very hot, humid night, as we said earlier in the card. As we see Phil Swifty Gregory there. He's not looking too perturbed at this stage. His first round was fairly solid.
No, he's a very experienced guy. He's been in the ring with a lot of good fighters, so he knows what he's doing.
Start of the second round here. Well, Phil Swifty Gregory, Troy, what can you tell us about him? He's been around for a bit.
Well, he's been around for a while. As I was saying, he's a former Cruiserweight champion of Australia. Very awkward guy. He did have a few fights back home in England because that's where he's originally from. And he went back home after a few years of boxing in Australia, and now he's back. So let's hopefully we can see the best of Phil Gregory.
A few more punches being thrown at this early stage of the second round. Gregory coming out aggressively. Oh, Watt there with a nice right hand. Pushes him up against the ropes into the corner. Gregory works his way out.
Yeah, Adam Watt's taking control of this ring. I mean, he's standing in the middle. He's pushing Phil Gregory back. He's not allowing Phil Gregory to come forward and dominate.
Has been around in the sport and sport of kickboxing for a while. He's now into his 30s, actually 30 years of age, Adam Watt.
Yeah, but he's a young 30. I mean, he's taking care of himself.
It's amazing. He certainly doesn't look 30 years of age.
No, well, that's for sure.
Mustn't have been hit too many times in the head. Both boxers just sizing each other up here. Adam Watt certainly has been the aggressor.
That's for sure. And they're just waiting to land that big shot. They're just waiting for the opportunity to present itself where they can land the punch that's going to turn the tide in this fight. There's a nice body punch and a left uppercut by Adam Watt.
Pushes him back up against the ropes. This has been a good round for Watt.
Yeah, I think Adam Watt's starting to dominate this fight, starting to just to show that he's the man in charge.
Oh, and he does go down, puts him down onto his knees. Great punches there by Watt, and the referee is enforcing the standing 8 count.
Well, there was another double-up punch, a left rib to the body and a left hook to the head, and down went Phil Gregory.
So we have a look at the crowd there, packed in here. Oh, he's calling for the ring doctor here, I think.
He's got a cut.
Oh, nasty cut there to the right eye. Doctor having a look. It doesn't look too bad there, though, Troy. I think the fight will go on.
Yes, they're going to let it continue. But Phil Gregory doesn't look like he's got that much confidence at the moment. If Adam Watt can jump on him, this fight could be all over.
Watt here, sensing blood. He needs to go in now and try and finish this off. Oh, and a nice left there.
Yeah, that was a great left rip to the body.
Oh, and he works again with the lefts and the right. Really pumping the left hand in there.
Gregory's in trouble.
Gregory now comes back. A nice left and right from Gregory.
Well, he came
fights
back with a nice left to the right hand combination. That was terrific punching.
Watt pushes him back against the ropes.
He just needs to do a little bit more of it, this Phil Gregory.
I think he stunned Watt there with those fights, Troy.
Well, they were two good punches. I mean, he's got to throw more of them. He's got to land enough quality punches that's going to keep Adam Watt off him.
Sorry, Troy, can see the blood trickling down the face there of Gregory.
Yeah, at the moment, Adam Watt's just doing what he wants to do in there. Phil Gregory's not making him respect him.
Watt goes back in, pushes Gregory up against the ropes again. He seems off balance, Gregory, to me, Troy.
Well, that's how he fights. That's why they call him Swifty Gregory. He's all over the place. He's very awkward to punch.
Must be hard fighting against a fighter like that.
Well, it is, because they give you different angles and angles that you're not used to. And when they're coming out of those angles, they actually throw punches.
Solid second round there from Adam Watt. Certainly took the honours in that round with a standing 8 count enforced on Phil Swifty Gregory. So we have a look at Gregory there, his face, big cut above the right eye. Trainer's going to work on that now. As we see the Aztec girls, always a crowd favourite. Round number 3 coming up. Of course, these fights the undercard to the Kelly brothers, Troy, and I'm looking forward to both the Kelly brothers fighting tonight.
That's for sure. They're both quality fighters. Kevin Kelly, as we know, is world-rated junior middleweight, and hopefully going for a world title shot very soon.
Yes, looking to become the first Aboriginal world champion since Lionel Rose. Is that correct, Troy?
Well, that's for sure. I mean, Lionel Rose was a great champion, he was, and let's just hope that Kevin Kelly can do the same.
Start of round 3 here. Watt, look at him stroll out. He's confident, isn't he, Troy? He knows he's got
very
the
confident.
measure.
He knows he's on top in this fight.
Looks certainly unfazed by the proceedings so far.
Well, that's for sure. I mean, Phil Gregory's a very awkward guy. He's not just putting enough punches together to, you know, capitalise on that awkwardness.
Crowd starting to get involved. Gregory coming out, the aggressor, throws a nice left.
Yeah, nice jab left to combination. That's a good punch.
Oh, but Watt comes back with solid body bows.
Yeah, 2 digs, a right hand underneath, then a left hook.
Oh, and again. Oh, and he's put him down with a magnificent left combination.
Well, once again, he was just stalking his man. It was a nice left uppercut combination that put Gregory down.
I think what they're indicating, he thinks it was the one to the body there that put him down. Oh, Gregory comes back after another standing 8 count. What there now, he needs to go in there and try and finish this fight off. He knows he's got Gregory's measure. Oh, but a nice left there by Gregory. Watt comes back and pushes him up against the ropes and puts him down again. Oh, and he gives him another one. Well, controversy there, Troy. I think he was already down.
I actually think Gregory was on his way down. He was on one knee, then as he was on his way up, Adam Watt hit him again. I mean, that's nothing to take away from Adam Watt. I mean, that was just the way it happened.
Fantastic round there for Watt. Oh, and he works again with that left. He really has got the left arm working tonight.
Well, Adam Watt's well on top in this fight. I probably don't think this fight's going to go past this round.
Gregory tries to come back, but Watt just pushes him back up against the ropes. Anything Gregory does, Watt's just pushing him back. Oh, and a nice right left there again. Great combinations from Watt. But he just slaps him on top of the head, and it's all over. The referee has stopped the fight there, and fair enough too. I think Watt was all over Gregory.
But Phil Gregory wasn't going to win the fight. I mean, he was hurt early on in the fight, and he just couldn't get himself back into it.
Was down with the winner now, Adam Watt.
Okay, Adam, that was a great fight. I've been following your career since you've gone from the kickboxing to the boxing. You were looking very sharp tonight. What's your secret?
Tonight's secret was just I wanted to work on my hands. I know I can walk out there in one round and knock people out, but I want to spend some time. I want to walk them into my punches. I much prefer to go, I think it was 3 rounds, and work off the jab, then walk out and knock him out with one punch.
You looked a much smarter fighter tonight, a much quicker fighter tonight. What's next for you?
Next is the WBB world title. From there I'll step on to one of the WBCs, WBAs, but the fast track it there, I've got to fight for this WBB, which is a strong title in itself in the States. It's a lot of money behind it, big organisation, and it's a world title I'll be proud to wear.
Well, congratulations and good luck in the future.
Thanks very much.
AFL